Today, we're diving into a really fascinating story from the Brahmanda Purana. It's got everything: a king searching for answers, a sinner who gets a second chance, and a sacred fast that promises some truly incredible benefits. So let's get right into it.
Wow, okay, let's just start with that. That is a huge claim from the great sage Vashishta Muni. He's not messing around. This immediately tells you we're not just talking about any old fast. This is something with some serious spiritual weight behind it.
You know, so many of these amazing stories start in the same way. It's not about battles or riches. It begins with a simple but profound question from a king who's looking for something more, something that lasts forever. And here it is. King Mandata asks the sage Vasishta Muni for one thing. He's not asking for a bigger kingdom or a more powerful army. He wants a path to eternal benefit. And the sage's answer? Well, it's the very story we're about to unpack. So what is this fast he's talking about? It's called Amalaki Ekadashi. It happens on the 11th day of the waxing moon, usually around February or March. And look at the promises here. We're talking enormous wealth, freedom from all your sins, and eventually total liberation. That's a pretty big deal. Now, to really show the king just how powerful this fast is, the sage tells him a story. And for this, we need to go to this absolutely perfect, almost mythical kingdom called Vaidisha. I mean, just try to picture this place. The king is righteous, all the citizens are devoted and smart. There is no sin, no sickness, no poverty. It's a land in complete spiritual harmony, where everyone serves Lord Vishnu and, of course, everyone fasts on Ekadashi. It's just what they do. And the ritual they perform is so beautiful and specific. It all centers around the sacred Amalaki tree. They make offerings, they pray, and this last part is super important. They stay awake the entire night in worship. So it's during this all-night vigil that our main character walks into the story. And let me tell you, he is the absolute last person you would ever expect to find at a holy ceremony like this. Right into the scene of total devotion comes a hunter. The text makes it really clear. This guy is the opposite of everyone there. He's irreligious, he makes his living through violence, and he's just weighed down by sin. He's tired, he's lost, and he just stumbles upon this scene by accident. And you can just imagine what's going through his mind, right? He hides in the bushes and just stares, totally captivated. He sees all these lights and hears the beautiful prayers in the middle of the forest, and he's just thinking, what is all this? He's never seen anything like it. Okay, and this is the absolute key to the entire story. The hunter doesn't participate. He doesn't pray. He probably doesn't even understand what's happening. All he does is stay awake and watch them. That's it. And just by doing that, by being near this sacred event, he gets this incredible spiritual merit without even knowing it. So, what's the result of that one night? The transformation is just staggering. In his very next life, that same soul is reborn as King Vasaratha. And just look at the difference. A killer of animals becomes a strong, fearless king. A man burdened with sin becomes charitable. The irreligious man becomes devoted to Lord Vishnu. His entire being was purified all from that one night. But the story doesn't stop there, because all that merit the king earned in his past life, it's about to be put to the ultimate test in a moment of pure mortal danger. So here's our new king, Vasaratha, out hunting. A little ironic, right? But this time, he's a king. Anyway, he gets lost in the jungle and he falls asleep under a tree. He's completely alone, totally vulnerable. And wouldn't you know it, that's when his old enemies show up. These tribesmen have been holding a grudge for a long time, and they see their chance. They surround the sleeping king, weapons drawn, ready to finish him. So they attack. They're throwing spears, swinging swords, shooting arrows. But something is really, really wrong. The weapons, they just don't hit him. It's like there's an invisible force field around him. You can imagine how terrified and confused the attackers were. So what was it? What could possibly be stopping these weapons in midair? Well, it's the merit from that one Ekadashi fast earned an entire lifetime ago, now showing up to save him. And this is where the story gets absolutely incredible. We're about to see the source of this protection reveal itself in the most dramatic way you can imagine. Right out of the king's own sleeping body, a divine woman appears. The text says she's beautiful and smells amazing, but she is also fierce, with fiery red eyes.
She is literally the physical form of the Ekadashi day's merit. And with a blazing discus, she just instantly destroys every single one of the attackers. So the king wakes up and he's surrounded by the bodies of his enemies. He's completely unharmed, but he has no idea why. He's just as stunned as we are, asking, who did this? Who is this amazing person who just saved me? And then he gets his answer from a voice in the sky. It tells him that his protector was Lord Keshava, a form of Lord Vishnu, who always saves those who take shelter in him. That merit from the fast was his connection to this ultimate divine protection. Once he understands this, the king is just filled with this overwhelming feeling of love and devotion. He goes back to his capital, and the story says he ruled perfectly, without any more problems, forever under that divine protection. His journey is now complete. And this brings us right back to the beginning. The sage Vasisht Muni finishes his story for King Mandada with this final powerful statement. The story of the hunter-turned-king was the ultimate proof of just how powerful this fast really is. So what does this all boil down to? The story of Amalaki Ekadashi seems to suggest that the power of devotion is so immense that even one night of unintentional observation, just being there and staying awake, can erase a lifetime of bad karma and completely rewrite a soul's destiny. It leaves you with a really fascinating question to think about.